Have you missed us? Well, we've missed you. It's been 4 months since these mugs last graced your screens. The show stopped, but the sports kept coming. And now we're into the real meat and drink of the book season.
People have come and gone, bans have been handed out, but one thing has remained the same, and that is cheering on Team Salford. Not that Team Salford.
Welcome back to the Salford Sports Show.
Their reputation for winning on and off the pitch has been evident for 3 years. Salford Hockey have won it all. Promotion, back-to-back varsity wins, but one thing still stands in their way, and that's the cup.
Yeah, no, with many of the hockey's core being in their third and final year, this is their last dance for Dirren and Iwan's men to collect their last piece of silverware.
The lads made the journey to North Yorkshire to take on York Third. Ollie Spencer and Joe Kenny were there to tell the story.
And here we are, kicking off at the University of York, where Salford take on York Thirds in the Cup.
The big Welshman.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll love me saying that.
York coming forward here now. Into the box. Oh, and it's in straight away, and it's nearly starting. That's the first chance they've had. And they put it away, very clinical, to get forward. It's a lovely little spin. Sending it all the way long.
Oh, good chance here. Come on, Hodge. There's nobody there with him, one person.
Trying to chip the keeper,
Oh,
and it's in.
what a goal,
It's
Hodge.
absolutely beautiful.
Wow.
And that's a great way to respond.
Oh, come on now.
Sends it over here.
Oh, there we go.
He sets for Musa, it's a good save, and he's back here with it though. Misses the first one, still got it. Flicks it in, it's
yes,
in.
Come on, 2-1.
Musa puts it in the back of the net, and it's 2-1
back
to
on
Salford, and it's a great response to going down early, and they take the lead now.
I must say.
Get in
I
there.
feel like I've got
Get in there. Oh, and it's a clash there in the box. I think Dirren takes out his own
straight
man.
back up.
York, oh, and it's
Dirren Quinn. Love
great
that.
goalkeeping.
Absolutely love that.
Scrambles it clear.
I must say.
Flicking it into the box.
Boys.
Oh, and he finds the man who puts it in. It was coming. That little sustained bit of pressure there the last couple of minutes. What they're doing. Keepers.
Right, I think. All right, I
Oh,
know
wow.
this is now, yeah.
So there's no keeper in now, and they've just got an extra outfield player.
Well, I
And,
see-
and York have got it on the halfway line.
You can see the bench are getting a little bit nervous as well.
Fires it in. Oh, my word. Oh, dear. Dirren makes a wonderful
Dirren
save,
so
but it's
lucky,
tapped
boys.
in. And I think it's that overload, isn't it? They had 2 in the box.
That's a very.
And that is not what you want. Iwan put away the first one, and Dirren saves the Yorks first. So Salford lead,
It is 1-1.
and
Well, it
Max
is 1-0 actually.
takes Salford second. Oh, and it's saved by their keeper now.
Lucky Max. Come on.
Oh, it finds
So
its
lucky
way
there,
in.
so-
Makes no
Yes,
mistake.
Matty, come on.
Straight through the keeper. Oh, he gets a great hand for Salford's third.
You're not stopping that, are you? Let's be honest.
Decisive. Makes the
Come on,
save!
Dirren. Get in.
And that's it. Is that it? No, it's not it. It's not it. Sorry, boys.
We've got Jake next.
The lads on the bench convinced me.
My man of the match here now.
Yeah, he's had such an incredible
this
game
could-
outfield.
This could change. This could change.
And what's that? Is it 3-2 now?
Yeah.
And Salford have the advantage for the first. Will this be to win?
Possibly
I
so.
think
possibly
so.
Yeah.
We'll soon find out.
Come on, Jake.
Puts it in!
Yes!
And
Come on,
Salford
boys.
win on the shootout. It was deserved across
on,
the
Dirren.
game. And the boys celebrate like there's no tomorrow, as they should.
Oh.
They are through to the semi-finals.
The scenes, boys.
So, through to the next round. Ollie, that game had a bit of everything. What did you make of it?
Well, yeah, sending offs, late goals, and down to flicks at the end. It was really exciting. Both teams were very, very evenly matched throughout the game. I think Salford probably were in a bit more control across the whole match, and I think they would have been really, really gutted conceding that late one. But York put everything forward at the end, didn't they? They took their keeper off, and obviously Matty was sent off just at the end. So they had the 2-man advantage, which got them the late equaliser, but it was Dirren's heroics at the flicks which sent York through to the semi-final.
Dirren was absolutely incredible that entire day. He made so many big saves, and I mean, he has to be that leader in the team, doesn't he? Going into his third year, being the chairman last year, there's that pressure, but he knows that pressure makes diamonds. And he prevailed quite well. But yeah, the flicks was exciting. Because we come from that football background, we don't really know we didn't even know it was called flicks until we got there, did we? But very entertaining. But I thought it'd be like MLS style a bit, where it's like you drive it up. But
yeah, I wondered if it'd be the same, but no, it was your standard as you saw, like a penalty shootout. I can't imagine being a keeper in that situation with such a tiny ball, but perhaps it's harder than it looks, and Darren made some huge saves, and they'll be absolutely chuffed with that.
Absolutely. Well, yeah, no, of course, next round they could face either, I think it's one of the Manchester Fifths or York Seconds, which would be an interesting trip back to North Yorkshire, Ollie, of course, being from York.
Yeah, we could be taking the trip back. It was very fun. It's a lovely campus, a lovely city, of course. But I'd imagine taking on the York Seconds would be a really tough match for them.
A lot harder,
They'll know that, and they'll be thinking that going into it.
Dare I say there'll be a bit of drama now, because of course.
Well, potentially, yeah. I mean, they might want the revenge in York, but either way, it'll be exciting. That's what we can guarantee.
Yeah, it was a very good day for me and Ollie. A few bevies here and there, but no, it wasn't too bad. We've got to see York City play as well afterwards.
We took full advantage of the day, and we got out after, hit the town, and got to the football in the evening where York beat Hartlepool in dramatic circumstances, arguably even more than the hockey. Yeah, late goals there, late penalty, incredible.
And Rochdale bottle it now in the league, aren't they? So
yeah, hey, we could talk about this all day. And before we bring you into our next game, we have a clip from after the match. Myself and Bix represented Salford in a boat race. Let's see how we got on.
Oh, fucking hell.
Eat it, Arthur.
Go on,
Go on, Pez. Go on. Go on, Arthur. Go on. Go on, Pez. Yes, Pez. Go on, Bix. Go on, Bix. Get it down, Ollie. Go on. Oh, no. Bix. Stick to the camera. Go, Johnny Ollie.
You'd think I'd probably have a nursing degree over a journalism one with the way I saw that pint off. Anyways, next up is another team that knows all about winning, the Women's Rugby Union.
The Lionesses are unbeaten in league action for over a year now, but standing in their way at Peel Park was Stoke's finest, Keele University.
Miles, Dylan and Thomas Charnock were down at the 3G to cover the game.
We are just about to get kicked off. Liv Springett trying to give it big one before kick-off. Someone tell her to shush.
I mean, you got to say Dill. I mean, you can see early, Salford immediately able to, combat those rucks. That was probably the problem against Sheffield Hallam, the inability to deal with the rucks. But the number 6 is driving fantastically, and Salford are going to put it under the post to open the scoring early on a wonderfully windy day in Peel Park today. I mean, Dylan, that's an ideal start, you've got to say. Perfect start. And it's absolutely fantastic through the entire season.
Yeah, definitely. I think they should be able to get past this team today. But Keele keeping possession here at the moment. It's a great pass there from the number 12. Plays it off to the number 10, who's making another great run forward and has got past that Salford defence to get Keele's first try of the game.
Just to come back and hopefully be able to... Great clear out there by Walker. Reed. Oh, it's a great hard line there.
Oh, Lexi again. Lexi Dingle again finding that space through the middle of the pitch and scores Salford's second
It's
try.
the Dingle show in Greater Manchester here today.
She steps up. The pack.
I mean, the two flankers today, Lexi Dingle.
And here's
Holly
Holly.
Howard did really well. And Katie Cavill, but she's got to beat that 12 for pace. She fakes across. It's brilliantly played. And Katie Cavill is going to start this new...
Take a little bit of time to get back into this game, but they haven't. They go right here, as they should. Is Arabella Reed again unlucky there? Not to the
Dingle for a hat trick. Dingle gets the hat trick at Peel Park. I mean, it's a shining day.
Can she convert?
Defensively, it's been an absolutely marshalling performance. It's been fantastic from Salford.
Yeah, 100%.
Start the second half, but that number 10, we knew she was the danger woman from the start. She's done really well, and she skips her again. Cavill's going to chase. But you got to say, I mean, it's absolutely fantastic. That number 10 will get her second try of the day for her first conversion of the day.
And we are underway for the second half of the game. Just a very short stoppage at half-time there. Obviously a lengthy one in the middle of that first half as Lexi Dingle gets us underway here on this right-hand side, and she goes straight away. She's not stopping. She's going all the way as the 10 chases her. But she can't do that.
She's wrapped it. Oh, it's unlucky. Okay, we're going to look to go quickly. And that 12, we spoke about her explosiveness, and she's driving at pace. And she's actually skipped the challenges. Leah Connolly goes in, and it's absolutely brilliant from the 12. And she's going to run all the way through. And Salford, you've got to say, they're going to be devastated as she puts that under the post. Who will step up, and she can't convert. Woodhead, Brewhead, Cavill's there. One more. Leah Connolly, surely for Salford, scores! Absolutely fantastic. Ball still in Keel's possession. The one is going to drive, she's going to look to get down, and she does score for Keel University. But there has actually been, I believe, a turnover in possession, but there was an attempted kick, but it hasn't gone the way of Salford, and Keel let doubt creep in, you know? I mean, because there still is a while to go in this game. I believe there was a rip by Alice Masters, and now Frankie Manning's driving at pace.
She's made a great advancement there
Tackle,
into the half.
Millie Lewis takes it on, and she's going to get her first try of the day. Absolutely fantastic. Step up. It's a powerful kick. It's unlucky to both of them, because we've seen the pinnacle of attack and the pinnacle of defence. But the number 12 just takes advantage of the mistake. It's unlucky.
And it's
good. They have converted for the first time today.
Down there, it's a rough challenge. Woodhead goes!
Woodhead with the 9 pickup. Maddie Woodhead! So close. Walker scores! And surely that may just be the try that wins Salford this league this season.
Georgia looks to kick and converts the try. 50-37 to Salford.
Oh,
and that is the game for Salford. Salford with the win. It's been relentless.
What a result for Salford. Absolutely frame-mugging that Keel team. I'm joined by Miles in the studio. Miles, what do you think of that game?
I mean, it was absolutely incredible. The Lionesses just showing why they've been so consistent, so amazing this season, carrying on that incredible, invincible form against a really hard Keel side. I mean, I think it was a game that really reflected the resilience of this team as well. They've been incredible over the last 16 months. One defeat in all competitions, which unfortunately did come against Sheffield Hallam in what was, you know, an unfortunate day. But the Lionesses showed the bounce back. Immediately they went in, they made the tactical adjustments. They went back with Byron Reid and Greg and really just shored up defensively, making sure that their system really complemented the style of play that they wanted to do. And you could see it. Immediately you could see a 3-2-3 forward system was implemented just to make sure that the blocking in the middle of the pitch was there, and it was just absolutely unbelievable from the Lionesses. They just really were able to shut down the University of Kiel in those central areas, which I think really thinned out the game. It allowed the wingers to be able to exploit their pace. Leah Connolly had an absolutely incredible game, just being able to exploit all of the weaknesses that were coming their way. And I mean, we can't talk about performances without Lexi Dingle. I mean, Lexi Dingle was absolutely incredible. Her and Millie Lewis in those two flanker positions. We almost said it was flawless. It was the epitome of offence and defence. We couldn't actually believe what we were seeing on the commentary. 4 tries, an assist for Lexi Dingle. It was just amazing because she just came out and she immediately played an array of positions in that flanker, in that 8, and was just quick. She was a leader and she just really showed her ability in such a fantastic game. And we couldn't have asked for anything more. You know, the league's coming towards the end, and next week we can mathematically take this title and roar on the Lionesses. Next up, we have some netball action. Salford Seconds welcome Liverpool John Moores to the Sports Centre. Let's see how they got on.
I was too scared to do it. So I left it at that. There we go, Salford on the attack now.
So I believe, as we already go up to the first score of the game, they'll practice from every area inside the D to ensure that they can get that shot completely locked in.
Well played, Tilly.
If you don't know and you're new to netball, you can only score if you're inside the D, which means only goal attack and goal scorer can get any points on the board.
To get a point. Which team can get the advantage going into that second quarter? Who
Goal
can take
attack,
it?
not in position yet. She needs to get in the D with position to score, but goal scorer has got unobstructed view. Liverpool John Moore just hitting back. Every score that we do, they match it.
They do indeed, and Salford will look to fight back in this last 10 seconds to get the point.
Not quite.
As she looked to beat the buzzer there, but that is the end of the first quarter. John Moore's taking the tiniest advantage into that second quarter, 15-14.
Incredibly close, only 30 seconds left on the board.
They find themselves in space there, turns it back to Lucy.
Lucy sinking it down there, closing it back down to 7 points. There's only 20 seconds in it. Before the second half, can Salford get some points back on the board? The answer is going to be no as we count down. 7 seconds left. 5 seconds on the strong attack. Can we get it in just before the buzzer? Not quite, unfortunately. So welcome back to the second half. We're approaching the third quarter here. We've also been given some stats of the team's performance so far this season. Most of the ones before Christmas were losses, with a nice close win actually from Liverpool John Moore's Sixes. We won by 46-45, as well as a few wins this season.
I feel as though there's enough time left. We have another quarter to close this gap. We've seen Salford close this gap before, definitely. And I could see them doing it again.
I don't see why not. And Imogen
and a great shot there from Imogen.
It's another point on the board for us as we approach the last 15 seconds of this.
As we say, every point matters. Every point matters.
As Liverpool look for one last attack here. And they get it to increase their score yet again. As the third quarter comes to an end.
An absolutely tense close match here. 30 seconds left on the timer for the whole match. Imogen getting it in there. 5 points left. 20 seconds on the timer. Is it possible? I don't think it is.
I think it's just a bit too late, unfortunately, for Salford.
But Salford are going to fight for every single shot on here. It's given back to Liverpool John Moore's possession. Now the goal of the game is just to stop them from getting a goal here. 5 seconds left on the timer. The buzzer is about to be sent. Imogen sinks it just before the timer. That was made just before the timer there. The game ends 52-56 in favour of Liverpool John Moores. When you're ready.
Next up would have been the football, but due to a hole in the pitch, both games were cancelled. So instead, we thought we'd bring you a segment where we build our ultimate Salford University football team.
Yeah, no, we roll back the years to compare just who wore the blue and gold best. So, how we've done it is, I made a list of players from the past 3 years we've covered the sports, and we're going to rank who we think gets in where. So, starting off with goalkeeper, we have Oliver Brockbank, Lennon Boyle, Archie Totcher, and Gilray. Some good options. Now, I think Lennon's the least likely to be picked, but I think we can remember that first game in again first year against Chester on penalties.
Seconds varsity, wasn't it?
Seconds varsity on penalties. He was the hero.
No one can forget that. Chairman in first year as well.
There you go. That's what I was going to say.
I was going to say Lennon Boyle, just for the pure vibes of it. You know what I mean? That iconic performance. You have like team of the season moments. That Lennon card would be brilliant.
That would be brilliant. I think Gilray's great. I think for the seconds what he's done, and then of course Totcher for the first. I think it's more this year and then a good bit of last year. To be fair, they've been very prevalent, and of course we know the success of both teams that they've had. I think they're an option. And then Ollie Brockbank, of course, another great option.
I think so. Been at the top of his game for a long time. I think he'd be my shout, Brockbank.
So who are we going with in the end?
I like Totcher, I can't lie, but. For the bit, I would put Lennon in.
I like having Lennon in there. I like having Lennon in there.
Because he saved 2 penalties, no?
I believe so.
He had a great game.
He had a ridiculous game.
And throughout that whole game itself, even before the shootouts, he was fantastic. You know what I mean? Lennon Boyle goes in my team.
Let's get Lennon in. Okay. Next, we move. We have two options for right back.
Okay.
We have seconds captain Liam O'Donnell, and we have Ollie.
Yeah, it's Cal Palpart. I put him in there. I always remember in the first year we were covering them, he was really, really solid in the seconds at right back. Not at the uni anymore, I don't believe. But he'd be my shout. You know, I wanted to put him in there.
I won't argue with that, to be fair.
Many options, but then I think we are forgetting how good Liam is.
True.
He's been in that right back spot in the seconds for all 3 years. Realistically, he could have played in the first any of that time, but he brings leadership. Of course, we know how hard it is to coach and play at the same time. I think it's kind of a no-brainer that he goes in. I think what he does, what he offers, because even going forwards as a fullback, he's a thing in, especially as a flying fullback. I know how much you love them, Finn.
I do.
So I think Liam makes sense.
I'm happy to give you that, 100%.
Yeah, I haven't watched enough of the seconds, so yeah, happy.
Moving on to left back, we have 2 options again.
Okay.
2 seconds icons, dare I say. We have Daryl and we have Rowan. Now, we're pretty sure Rowan plays left back. We had a little look. We're going to assume he plays left back for the sake of it, for the bit. So I'll start with Rowan. Scored that winning penalty in the mentioned varsity game. Great character, and just he's what you want in your team, isn't he? I mean, according to Harry Chisnell, he missed his penalty that season in the cup, but he had that redemption. We love a good redemption story in football, don't we?
Story, but I'm here as an advocate for Daryl, because I just think 3 seasons he has been that starting left back for the seconds, or was he in the thirds for the first season? I'm pretty sure.
He's had a bit in the first.
I think
he's just been brilliant. He's just been brilliant. He's been so consistent. He flies up and down that left-hand flank. He's had to play with so many different wingers in front of him, and he's still consistently been brilliant, which I think is quite an underrated aspect to his game. So if it was my choice, I'm having Daryl.
I agree. He's so good getting up and down the wing, and I would completely agree with you, 100%.
Right, Daryl left back. Okay, next we move on to the centre halves. Now we have a few centre halves, of course. We can only pick 2. We have Captain Tom Allen. We have Class Leaders Captain Joe Gordon. Danny Holding and Matt Lunn from first year. And then I've got some underrated ones. We've got Holly Oak from the seconds. Of course, he's been great for the past year and a half.
He has.
Then we have James Hickey. How can we forget? Salford Junior legend. And then I also threw in Harry Chisnell. No bias.
Spoiled for choice. I personally wouldn't feel right if either Danny Holding or Matt Lunn were not in this team. Yeah. I think we've got to pick one of them. That first season, winning the league and then the varsity win, those 2 were absolute stalwarts at the back.
It wasn't a varsity win for the first.
Not a varsity win in the first year, was it not?
The first, remember the guy threw water over all.
Oh, of course. I'm thinking at home. It was at home, right? Of course.
He played both, didn't he?
Yeah. I believe so. I would say both of them absolutely fantastic. I'd put Holding forward as captain.
Would you have both of them then?
No, I'd say we got to get one of them in there, and I'd say out of those 2, I'm sorry, Matt, I'd put Danny in. I just think as a captain, as a leader. There you go. You can dispute that if you want.
I back Danny Holding.
He can represent both of them.
I think the other side, it's between 2 of the captains of Tom Allen and Joe Gordon.
Yeah.
Now, for me, I think what Tom does is incredible. I think the fact how he presents himself, how he shows the university off in such a positive light, I think is great. And I think for a media unit, I kind of expected that. We have that with Jason Davenport, but Tom's really brought it out into the football point. But then I do think Joe Gordon, of course, as we know, 2 promotions under his CV. He took that leadership role in second year, being the first captain, and I do think he probably has to go in.
I'm happy with the Joe Gordon, Danny Holden partnership there. There's captains of the seconds and the first year and second year. And like you say, Joe Gordon's brilliant. But I would just like to give a quick shout out to the centre-back partnership of James Hickey and Harry Chisnell, who complemented each other so well and were brilliant. And I just want you to know that you're in my heart, even though you're not in this team, unfortunately.
2 icons as well, of course.
Exactly.
2 absolute icons.
Absolutely. Next we move up to the DM position. Again, midfield's very... I just had to pick and choose. The DM, we have Mark Davey, Rory Cormack, Reece Singleton, and then dare I say Alex White from the Force.
I would just like to say, first off, we played Atmosphere Races in 60-side a few weeks ago. And you couldn't get near Mark Davey. Oh my word, he was just amazing. Based off that alone, I just think he goes in my team. Just because I've been there, I've seen it, I've played against him, and I couldn't get near him.
But he's just the muscle memory he has he always knows exactly what to pull out in any situation. And again, he's one of the, like many in the second, he could have gone to the first so long ago.
Definitely.
Great bit of experience. He just makes it look so easy, especially when they're coming against so many top teams this year. He's been great, and I mean, Rory Cormack has a debate. I think Rory Cormack's so good. He's very versatile.
And played right back first year. Cormack,
yeah, exactly. Dare I say he could have gone at full back.
Yeah.
And then Reece Singleton. I don't know if you remember Reece Singleton, but very solid in first year. Big fan. But
We're having
then,
Davey though, aren't we?
yeah, but Alex White.
I'm not giving Alex White any time of day on this show. I'm sorry.
Alex isn't getting in my team.
Alex is not going in my team.
Sorry, Alex.
Not giving him even the time of day. Alex White gets nowhere near this team.
All right, we need 2 centre mids, and I think this one's quite hard. Okay, so we have Ethan Comley, we have Ellison, Luke Earl, Des, Harry Williams, and then I've thrown in Jonathan Crack.
Yeah.
Jonathan from the first.
Yep.
In first year.
Sent him off.
He's played a bit in centre mid now.
No, I'm just saying.
Okay, sorry.
Sent him off.
And then I've got one more that I'm going to throw in a bit later. But they're our options. I think one of them, I think, is someone who we all know very well. Very good lad.
Yeah.
Captain Ethan Comley.
I was going to say, I think he's got to go in the team.
He's got a rite of passage.
Brilliant. I don't think he needs much discussion. He was so good. Very creative midfielder. Could bring the ball from deep. He could drop deep in between the 2 centre-backs, pick up the ball and just spray passes everywhere. So don't think we need to really debate that. But the other one...
I think Des was very good. Des
was good.
Was a captain. Very good leader.
Des well done. Jonathan Crackhew was good.
He always come out of a moment of magic, of course. He's a bit of a double-edged sword, because the first game we covered, you sent him off, but then I think there was another week where he got 4 goals.
He did score 4,
I remember commentating
what
on that.
I would say about that is he had pushed up into I think he was more of a striker in that game.
Yeah.
So if you want to base him as a midfield pick and using that game, it might be a little bit...
But I love the aggression. So he goes in my team.
Harry Williams?
It's a good shout. It's a bit newer.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just he's been around, but he's a bit newer in the top teams, right? But he's been very, very good since I've seen him this season a couple of times, yeah.
And then last thing I'll quickly touch on, both in the first, Luke Earl and Ellison. Of course, Ellison representing Hong Kong nationally, and then Luke Earl scored that beautiful goal the other week. Luke, Aussie, very prevalent in the seconds as well last year for their promotion. Actually, again, another good guy. I think there's a bit for either of them too. But if you want to go Jonathan, I don't mind it.
I haven't watched enough of that Ellison, to be honest. But I remember when I did see him once, well, he won like 9-0, and he curled this finish into the bottom left. Oh, it was beautiful. But I like the aggression in my midfield, so I'm having Jonathan Crackhew.
I'll give you the deciding call if you want Bix, though. I wouldn't want to...
Well, I'm going to go down a different avenue. I'm thinking Alfie Broomhead. I think the leadership he offers to the team, good vibes guy on and off the pitch, dare I say.
I get Broomhead in my team.
Do you know what?
It's true.
Alfie Broomhead gets in the midfield.
You're in over Jonathan, you're in over Broomhead's in my team.
So now we move to the attack. On the left wing, we have Rizzo, Siraj, Tom Wrigley, and Jonathan Halverson from the fifths.
Some good options there, and Jonathan as well. I think you got. I'd put Siraj in there. He's been fantastic, such a techie little winger. And again, he's been there since the first year we started covering. He's been brilliant. He'd be my shout out.
In fact, he's off the pitch. Off of the Salford pitch. He's currently playing for who is it? He's Warrington. He's playing for Warrington's football team, which is a very high level of football. And the fact he's managing that with the unit is incredible. I think he's stepped up in big games. He has a varsity goal to his name. Solid player. I wouldn't mind it.
I like Siraj. Did Edgar get a mention?
Edgar didn't get a mention.
Didn't get a mention. Just
that
off
is
the top
quite
of my head. Well, Edgar, I'm giving you a little shout out. Edgar. But what I'm looking at this team, and I'm just looking at it, it's very English. I want a bit of nationality on my left wing, you know what I mean? So Jonathan goes in my team, and I'm not sorry about it, you know what I mean?
Well, there's also Rizzo and Wrigley. I think Rizzo, again, offers a lot. Again, played against him with Atmosphere Aces. When you're like 4-0 down to Atmosphere and Rizzo comes on, it's a long day. It's a long day. Then Wrigley, again, big staple of the seconds. He's always stayed in there. He's been solid. But I do think Siraj is the obvious pick.
It's got to be.
Yeah, Jonathan, I love you, but yeah, I'll put Siraj in.
On the right, we have a few options. Again, I think this one's a bit obvious because there is someone who runs away with it. We put Rizzo on there again because, again, he's very agile. Seconds, cult hero, Harvey Lees. Loved going in a big game.
Great shout.
But then I think the obvious one, Lecky Adjabo.
Yeah. The two of them, if you've got Lecky and Siraj, that is just a headache for the defenders, isn't it? The two of them kind of with their pace and then cutting in as well. They're both so good cutting inside. Both got a fizzing shot on them. I think that's a no-brainer for the wingers.
Yeah.
I've just seen him score so many beautiful goals, Lecky, and he just takes on his man with such skill and pace. Lecky goes to the team. I don't think there's any argument.
That bicycle hit was beautiful, and I don't think until the end of the debate. Lecky, you're going at right wing. And then we move on to striker, the final position. Now, we have a few options. We have 5 to pick from. We have Leo Dickin Nurse. He's got 4 goals in first year.
Very good.
We have Fergal O'Grady, current striker. Did have a stint out wide, but we'll go with his striker performance. We have Sean Michael Dorian from the Fifths, who scored a lovely brace on Wednesday.
Knee slide.
We have Ryan Katumba, which I think, what he's done for the seconds and firsts, that varsity. But then we also have a wild card in someone who hasn't played for the team but knows all about it. We have Ryan Mwanda.
Oh, wow.
What a player. What a player. Mwanda, many talk about, just his Aiden Stone performances. That's our six-a-side team, for those who don't know. And just picture this. He comes on, 30 seconds left to go. Oh, sprays the ball out wide, gets it back, Moo dagger. Wins us the game in the last minute.
It was Sean as well, it's got to be added. So the
Sean
two of them linking up.
Now, the problem is Sean's a young lad trapped in like an 8-year-old man's body. He gets an injury every game. So I think that might have to rule him out. But I think the obvious option will be Ryan Katumba.
It's got to be Ryan Katumba. He was such a dominating striker for those few years. He led that line brilliantly, and he just came into himself. I remember every game I watched him. I remember at the start he was kind of struggling to hit the back of the net. He was so impactful, but then once he got scoring, he was brilliant.
I just remember Adam Waitman at varsity just kept going to me, stinks of tequila, and that's just because we all kept singing Katumba to the tune of Tequila because he was brilliant, and he has that varsity winner to his name. That's all from last year. Great striker, goes in my team.
And I mean, I think Fergal's great. Obviously, we know we love Fergal, but I think he's going to need that varsity moment if he wants to take it there. Because again, he missed out on first year. He had that promotion last year with the seconds. If he can get a promotion or a big varsity performance, I think that could spark the debate. But I think what Katumba's done is just too good, and I think
100%.
He rounds off what I think is a very, very good team.
Very
Are you lads happy with that?
Oh,
absolutely,
very
yeah.
happy with
Big
it.
time.
Yeah. I hope we can get like a little graphic on screen which shows our full team, but that's a great team.
Absolutely, but yeah, don't worry, sports fans. We still have one more game to bring you.
The basketball team has had a bigger fall-off than Harry Chisnell when his girlfriend comes to visit. If they were to lose against Sheffield Hallam, they would be relegated. Myself and Tyler were on comms to cover what happened.
We're on the way here at Peel Park for a bit more basketball action. Thank you very much, Bix. That lovely piece to camera.
You watched them last year. Every game they played hard, no matter who they
Oh,
played.
exactly.
This year, there we go. That's what we need. Should have got promoted, I think, and obviously won the cup.
I agree, and that cup final was brilliant, and they lost a lot of players.
Yeah,
that's a brilliant.
But Sheffield they've got the advantage there, and Ford's going to get an open layup and makes it. Sessions on there. Okay. Sometimes they do a jump ball, but Kosi with a beautiful move and he makes it.
Wow, ambitious play that. Four wants the three. Wow, wait.
Wow.
I tell you, that number 4's not scared to shoot from long distance.
You don't want to. Right there. Number 8 shoots it, and he makes it.
Oh, there we go. That's what we want more of. That's what we want more of.
What did we say?
And at the end of the first quarter, it is Salford 12, Sheffield 16.
Mike's going to drive in.
Yeah.
I think that's a foul, but he gets the bucket anyway.
No foul.
And
is that a block?
Yeah.
Really?
Christian's going to Euro step. Beautiful lay. That's beautiful. He's going to catch kids to the other David. Here we go.
Oh, this is basketball. Hot potato with the basketball. Here comes Koshi powering through.
Yeah. But 10's going to shoot a free. Makes it.
Very nice shot.
Yeah, he just ruined it.
See, who's picking him up? This is how lazy the Salford defence has come. Who's picking him up? And then he made the free. And that's what I mean. And now it's a 7-point game. No, it's not, is it?
An 8-point game.
8-point game? Yeah. That's even worse.
Yeah. He did make a meal out of it, though. 15's going to shoot a free.
And Sheffield Hallam are on an incredible scoring run here. And it almost looks as if Salford are dead and buried at the half. Half time here between the two sides. It's Salford 24, Sheffield Hallam 35. This up those Salford, the fight and desire they've shown in the second half is exactly what they've been missing. Even losing the ball deep in his own half.
He's going to shoot a free. Oh, here we go.
Oh, and that's it. Go. Ford wants a deep three. Oh, he's on fire. Oh, he's on fire. Number 4's on fire.
Surely with 3 minutes left in this quarter. But look,
why is it so open?
Why is he open?
And that's the serve. I tell you what, that's the serve. The coach is fuming. He should be. He should be absolutely raging.
But look.
What are we doing again? And that's another one.
And it's now timeout.
And this is timeout. This is not good enough from Salford. It's absolutely poor. And Sheffield are celebrating like they've already won the game. They pretty much have.
In the game.
And I tell you what, Bix, we don't know the name of the division above, but we better get the division below. But we best get learning it. And it saved Salford, the fire alarm, it saved them! And this might just mean that the game's abandoned, and then we might get the 3 points.
Yeah,
this might be the silver
I tell you
lining
what,
here.
This game has had everything. This game, we've had a bit of a cheerleading. We've had dance at half time.
Referee, it's got to be game abandoned.
Finn, I think that ending perfectly summed up what's gone on with the basketball this
Oh, just don't talk to me about the basketball. I hate speaking about the basketball because they were so good last year. Won the cup, should have went up. And now they're just not good. There are a lot of words which I can't say on this programme, and they were just awful against, like, you'd think, you know, game on the line, season on the line, sorry, you know, you go down if you lose. You think all those players are going to be, you know, running their hearts out. The Sirens showed up to perform.
And the dance.
And the dance. They had both of them. And they didn't show up. Honestly, you could have had me, you could have had everyone in this studio on the basketball court that day, and I think it would have been a very similar outcome. It was just a dreadful performance from the basketball, and I'm sorry if any of them are watching, but I'm just being honest. Absolutely dreadful. Tyler said it to me on commentary. The first thing you get taught in basketball is you don't get cut round the back. So many times it happened, and there were so many turnovers which the Salford team acted, and it was so sloppy when they just give the ball away. And whenever they give the ball away, they weren't legging it back to get back. You know, I felt sorry for Koshi, because Koshi was playing like rent was due. Only for, you know, the rest of the team just didn't seem like they wanted it. I saw someone come on with the number 3 shirt, and obviously last year, for those who don't know, Mo wore the number 3 shirt last year. It was brilliant. How dare you stood where he stands? Oh, it just really annoys me. And then,
sorry.
Oh, it just really annoys me. I'm just really annoyed.
I do get you though, but the thing is, Koshi's got a ring. He knows what it's like to win.
I agree.
And I think him going out there and seeing just such lack of effort, and I don't really know what it comes down to. Is it the players not believing? Is it the coach not setting them up? But I just feel like you've got to have that belief when your back's against the wall. You run, and just the amount of free buckets going to make. Granted, Sheffield Hallam was shooting unreal. Their number 4, who was a Wednesday fan,
caught fire. I mean,
he caught fire.
I'm not surprised the fire alarm went off because he was on fire. Oh my word! But you know, Ethan Conway started making the pass in the second half. And you think, oh, here we go, a comeback's on, and then bang, bang, bang. Number 4 hits about 2 threes, and then Ethan Conway gets elbowed. Fire alarm goes off, see you later, we're done. You know what I mean? And thank God for that, because it was a dreadful performance from the basketball. And now we're going to have to get into terms with the league below, which I never thought was even possible.
The bang 2 threes at his barbecue chicken. And... oh, it's happened again. Unfortunately, guys, that means that's all the time we've got for today. From myself and everyone in the studio, don't go changing.